Today we are making espresso creme brulee. And I know after last time, the fleur de sel caramels, you're probably thinking, am I obsessed with French food? And I am, but that's not why we're here. We're here because creme brulee, that's another thing that people are intimidated by, right? And I don't think it's gonna be tricky, although I've never made it, but that's the other point. If you're looking for somebody who's like a pro, who's made this a million times, that's not me. I'm here to show you if I can do it. I've never made it, so can you. So over here we've got a lot of heavy cream, a little bit of whole milk, a tablespoon of espresso powder, like instant espresso powder, and a vanilla bean that I scraped the seeds out of, and we just stuck the pod in there too. So what we're gonna do is let this kind of just come to boil, and then when it comes to boil, we're gonna add it into this, which is just 7 egg yolks and 2/3 of a cup of sugar. So we will let this come to a boil. It's over medium-high heat. Give it a few more minutes, and then we'll be back. It came to a boil here. Take it off the heat immediately. So now we're gonna put it into all this egg yolks, but we're gonna do it slowly, right? Because the thing is we don't wanna cook the eggs. So whisking it in, and I know what you're thinking, it's a lot of egg yolks, and it is, but it's okay because you can just save the rest of it for like an egg white omelet or something, which is what I'm gonna do. So just kind of slowly add it. So it's like tempering the heat, like I was saying, right? So you're not gonna have scrambled eggs, totally. Now, we're just gonna pour this into this bowl so that way, if there is any cooked egg at all, it won't make it into the creme brulee. We don't want that, right? So let's see how much of a mess I can make doing this. Doesn't look like we're in any, but see, there's like little, do you see like the little bits? They're in there. They are in there. And then also in case the pod, that can go like right in there too. So there we are, we did it. All right, so we've got our little ramekins here, and it calls for 6 6-ounce ramekins. But what I'm gonna do is, everybody always writes into me and asks, how are you not like 1,000 pounds for all the sweets and everything you make? And the answer is very easy. I don't eat it all. I don't even keep it in the house, because if I do, then we eat it all. And to avoid that totally, what I'm gonna do is 3, that'll be for Daniel and I, and then this one will be for a lucky someone. And now we've gotta get this into these ramekins. So it says to pour it, I don't really know. I'm thinking for these little guys, I'm just gonna do this. And I'm not gonna fill it all the way because I have to transfer it to the oven. So I'm just gonna put like a scoop into each one. That looks pretty good. We're gonna put it into the oven. It's at 300 degrees. The only other thing that I did here was just spray them with non-stick spray in the ramekins. And you do wanna make sure that you use something that has at least 2 inches of height there, because you're gonna put water into that pan. A little water bath. And you don't have to do this while it's in the oven, but I just think it's easier because that way we're gonna be, like I said, putting water in, and we won't be like spilling it everywhere. So we can kind of top these off. Let's see. Literally, we're just gonna fill it all the way up to the top. Here we're gonna add the water, and this is probably the part where you have to be most careful. You only want it to get up to about 3/4 of the way to the top. Just a little water bath. Going to ensure it heats nice and evenly and cooks evenly. Okay, there it is. Okay, those are in. So we're gonna let that bake for an hour, 300 degrees. Check it every once in a while. Make sure it's not over browning or bubbling or browning at all, because we don't want that. If that happened, we would just turn it down to like 250, and then we will take them out of the oven and finish them off. So it's been a little bit over an hour. I did actually turn my heat down to 250 because I saw it was bubbling a little bit. So we're gonna take them out. Okay. Oh my God, so good. This is the stuff right here. And what I love about this the most is if you were doing like a dinner party, you could do this ahead of time, like 3 days ahead of time. Make it up to this point, pop it in the fridge. It's like the best. We look like we're good to go. I just want to make sure, right, because in the book, the pastry queen says that you want them to be just set, but they will jiggle a little bit. So it's still jiggling, as you can see. But when I touch it, it's still just set. Cool for a minute. Remove them out. let them cool for about 30, 40 minutes, and then I'm gonna put them in the fridge for about 3 or 4 hours. So we'll do that, and then we're gonna do the fun part, which is breaking out the torch, putting the sugar on, getting that nice crusty top that everybody loves about creme brulee. The moment we've all been waiting for. The moment I've been waiting for over 3 hours. Actually, what I did is I put this one into the freezer for a little bit less than an hour, and then I put it in the fridge for maybe another hour, so sped up the process a little bit because I just could not wait. So now you can see it's like totally firm in there. Okay, so we're gonna put the sugar on top. It's a half a cup for all of them, so it's a little over a tablespoon per ramekin. Oh my God. So now we're gonna try to get it on pretty evenly. If not, I think we just wanna make sure that the whole top of it is covered. We don't wanna see any of the actual creme brulee. So if we have to use a little extra, then that's what we'll do. Okay guys, so this isn't something I would measure. I would just kind of like do it until it gets covered, and then you can like see what I'm doing, just kind of like spreading it around with my finger just to kind of make sure that it's even. Okay, now for the fun part. My favorite kitchen tool, the blowtorch. And this is like super impressive. And it really wasn't that hard, right? Yum. You can also put it in a broiler. Just make sure you have like at least 4 inches between the top and the heat, because you don't want it to burn. If you do have a blowtorch, you definitely want to get nice and close. Like right up to the edge. You see how it flames up? Oh my God. So I got these little just chocolate covered espresso beans because I thought they would be really cute. Just kind of a couple sitting on top. But seriously, look at this. It's got that crispy caramelized sugar. Oh my God, to die for. Oh my gosh, it like cracks right through the sugar. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Mmm. Insane. Go, make it now. No questions asked, go.